Hi, it's Tanna, and happy Friday. I was about to say welcome back, but still welcome back. But this week we are doing a Feel Good Friday, so a little bit of a switch up. Um, but today we are talking about limitations, and I find these extremely important because I limit myself often, and I always choose not to acknowledge it. So that's the biggest step, is acknowledging these limitations. And this topic today was inspired by a student here at Shepherd by the name of Sydney Clayton. And she did a presentation for the Wise Empowerment series on limitations. So I'm trying to give credit where credit is due. So stay tuned for what I have to say about limitations. So basically what a limitation is putting yourself into a box and feeling like you don't have the means to escape it. And the biggest reason why we create these limitations for ourselves and allow others to create these limitations for ourselves is because we are afraid. We are fearful of a bad outcome, and we are fearful of putting ourselves in situations that are uncomfortable to us. So you can limit yourself a variety of different ways, but the three that I'm going to touch on today are limiting yourself academically, limiting yourself personality-wise, and also limiting yourself ability overall. And so an example of the academically limiting yourself would be saying you're bad at math just because numbers and equations scare you or are very confusing, but not doing the work, and such as going to office hours or reaching out for help from tutoring center to better yourself in that subject. And a way we limit ourselves personality-wise, or for me, is I would put myself at an early age in a box socially, saying that I was very soft-spoken or I was just shy, and I would never speak up or get my opinion out, and I would just exist, basically, is what I would do. So that's an example of limiting yourself socially. And then also what's the next limitation? Oh, the next limitation is limiting yourself ability overall. And an example of how I do this is with flexibility. I've never been a flexible person, but I would always just say, I'm just not flexible. It's just not, I would act like it's a genetic thing instead of something that I have to work towards to do better with. And those are just a few ways that you can limit yourself. So what all three of those limitations have in common is that they put me in uncomfortable situations, in situations that I'm scared to be in. But the first step in fixing this is to recognize and to understand these limitations. And then the next step after that is taking small steps to gain confidence in those particular situations. And these can be as small as, I'm going to say hi to a stranger whenever they walk by, or grinning at somebody when you walk by, or saying, I'm going to try to at least attend 2 office hours so that I can better understand the material. Or for the ability-wise, saying, I'm going to put aside 10 minutes a day and try to become more flexible. So very small steps, but they will accumulate into something greater and help you progress into overcoming the limitations that you place upon yourself. And that is all I have to say about limitations and placing yourself into a box. I hope that this was able to resonate with a few of you. I know this was something that really sparked my interest, and I will see you guys next week.